Good morning. That was beautiful. I'm Teresa Clancy. My pronouns are she, her. I am honored to serve our congregation today as worship associate. If you are here for the first time, thank you for joining us. We look forward to getting to know you. We invite every person present in the sanctuary today to join us right after the service for an in-person coffee hour. Our congregation is a lively community with many opportunities to participate. There are two important announcements I would like to call to your attention. One is, because this is an all-ages service, we will not be singing the children out. However, grown-ups who have kids in OWL, please make sure to send your kids to the social hall for pickup by the facilitators at 11:30. And then applications are now being accepted for the Healthy Congregation Committee. If you are interested in helping UUI build trust and be in right relationship, please submit an application. See your e-blast for details. Please watch the slides before the service and check your bulletin and e-blast for more ways to participate in the life of this congregation. During our service, there is time for the sharing of our joys and sorrows of our lives with one another. Cards for sharing your joys and sorrows are at the table at the back of the sanctuary, at the entrance of the sanctuary. We ask that you pick them up and fill them out prior to this section of our service. A quick note about our special service today. We are so happy to have all of our animal companions here. Please don't worry if your animal makes noises during the service. If you barks and meows are normal and are to be expected. Our non-human friends are in a new place and rightfully curious about what is happening around them. If you feel like your friend is getting particularly restless, needs some fresh air, or has other outdoor needs, please don't hesitate to take them outside during the service and return when everyone is feeling better. We also ask that you and your animal friends come forward together only during the blessing portion of the service. For other parts of the service, for example, if you come up to drop a stone, a joy for joys or sorrows, or we would appreciate you leaving your animals with a human family member or friend. Thank you. Guided by love, we are committed to fostering a community where we work to create a just, inclusive, and thriving world. We are so glad that you are with us today. We hope you find the service inspiring and meaningful. A lit chalice is a symbol of our faith as Unitarian Universalists. born in resistance, carried in courage, and still burning for justice today. As we light our chalice in the sanctuary, I invite those on Zoom to light a chalice or a candle and to type in your location in the chat. I did it. And I'll do that again. A lit chalice is a symbol of our faith. We did that okay. We're good. Our opening words this morning are inspired by words from Martha Kirby Capo. In this hour, may we be open to the rededication of treasured friendship between one another, between human beings and our animal companions, between different species, even and especially the most surprising. In this hour, may we be open to a renewal of the spirit. May the non-judgmental, unconditional love that our animal companions show us inspire us to love similarly. And may this type of love transform us and the world. Whether we come on 4 legs or 2 or none, whether we walked here, flew, or drove, whether we breathed through lungs or gills, here may we relinquish the worries and anxieties of the past week for just this hour and regain our strength through this community of faith. In this spirit, may we worship together this morning.
Please rise in body or in spirit as we join together in singing hymn number 163, For the Earth Forever Turning.
Would you please now join me in saying our covenant? Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. This is our covenant. And now we're going to say our covenant in Spanish. El amor es el espíritu de esta iglesia, y el servicio es su ley. Vivir juntos en paz, buscar la verdad en el amor y ayudarnos unos a otros. Este es nuestro pacto. Please be seated. And now I invite Ellen Burgeon to come to share with us how it is going with our Ministerial Search Committee.
Good morning. My name is Ellen Burge, pronoun she, her, and I'm on the Ministerial Search Committee, part of your Ministerial Search Committee. We have a slide today, I hope. Yes. Yes. On behalf of the pets of the MSC, Plu, Tipper, Bodhisattva, who's in the house today, Ella, Frisky, Rudy, Cleo, and Jollibee Chicken Joy, who's also in the house today. All of which are as eclectic as they're humans. We want to offer a sincere thank you to all of you for your participation in the listening sessions last month. We spoke with 96 of you in the end, and these conversations were important, insightful, and at times predictable, but also surprising. On behalf of the team, I can confidently say that this was truly a pleasure to listen to your perspectives, so thank you. The data you gave us during the listening sessions helps us to pave the way for creating a more thoughtful and meaningful congregational survey. Members of our team are working on that currently. And if all goes as planned, we hope, the launch of the survey will happen on October 19th. And yeah, that's right. And the survey window will run from the 19th of October to November 2nd. In the meantime, we have new information for you at the MSC table in the social hall. Stop by and see us afterwards for more information. I think it's Carla and Ryan that are there today, I believe. Maybe you didn't know there were different types of ministerial relationships, but there are, and so that's the information we have for you at the table. Neither did some of us. We didn't know that either, and we're still discovering some of the nuances. So also, on the October 19th, Ryan and Dawn will be in conversation about these ministerial possibilities, so that's another opportunity to learn more about that. There'll be an extended MSC moment that day. And last bit of info for today, now that the listening sessions are over, we're on to focus groups. We have scheduled and we're trying to confirm, although I think we confirmed them all, right? Carla, we're all set up with the people we reached out to. For focus groups, if you haven't heard from us and your group would like us to come for a listening session with you as a group, we will do that. Reach out to us at msc@uui.org. We are going to ask slightly different questions during the focus groups. We want to know what is working well for your group at UUI, and also we want to know what are your wants and needs of a new minister. So thanks everyone for sticking with us through this process, and we only have each other, so we're all in it together. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ellen, and members of the Ministerial Search Committee, and thank you too to the pets of the Ministerial Search Committee for giving up time with their human beings to the ministerial search here, so thank you. It is such a joy to be doing the animal blessing service here today. It is one of my favorite services. It is full of chaos and celebration, but also we grieve the loss of pets as well. And so it is one of the ways that we bring our joys and our sorrows here to this congregation. We'll get to the pet blessing in just a few minutes, but before we do, we know there are also other joys and sorrows in the congregation right now. And so this is the time of the service where we share those with one another. In just a moment, as the music plays, I invite those of you who are in the sanctuary to come forward and drop a stone in our bowl if something is on your mind or in your heart today. You can use both sides of the table, and if you've written your joy or sorrow on a card, you can put it in the basket that is on the table. For those of you who are on Zoom, we invite you to use the chat feature. Please put in all caps either joy or sorrow, plus your name and pronouns at the beginning of what you are sharing, and that's the signal to me that you want it to be read out loud here in the sanctuary. You can also drop a stone in the bowl by typing drops stone or just DS into the chat. And I know during our welcome we said, please do not bring your animals up with you for this part of the service. And I am aware that sometimes if your animal sees you walk away, they get more upset than they would be if you brought them up. So if you have a joy or a sorrow and you would like to bring your animal up with you, just please make sure that they are under your control. Let us share the joys and sorrows of our lives with one another. We are a community full of joys and sorrows. These are the ones that were shared today. Eclipse shares the sorrow that Indiana recently put extreme restrictions on the Medicaid waiver for disabled people, and that this is going to affect countless lives. Kathy D shares the joy that her surgery went well and now is time for healing. She says it'll take a while to know if it worked or not. Jen has both the joy and a sorrow. The joy was that they were able to see the doctor about severe pain in their back and ordered an MRI. It's about time. And the sorrow that they are so far behind in school due to health issues that they might have to withdraw. We hold Jen in our hearts. Alice shares both a joy and a sorrow. She went to a lot of, Alice, what is this? Festivals, thank you. Went to a lot of festivals, but sadly Penn State lost against a really bad team. Savvy shares the joy that her grandma took her to the fall festival at the Concord Center yesterday. Colleen shares the joy that after months of unemployment, their son Stephen started a new, better paying job in his field 2 weeks ago, and that she, as a mom, is very, very relieved. Jeanette shares a joy that her granddaughter has a badly sprained back, which is not a broken spine, which was what was first thought. John shares the joy that he celebrated his 50th high school class reunion in Illinois with many lifelong friends. Holly invites us to remember Jane Goodall, who died this week, a scientist, activist, and mentor to youth through her Roots and Shoots initiative. Gobi shares the joy that he is happy because fall break is in 2 weeks. William shares the joy that he got to go play his soccer game, and he hopes that they win. It is their last game, and it has been a lot of fun. And Linda and Suba share the joy that they are great grandmas. Congratulations. They share that August Joseph Arlo Parr was born October 2nd, 8 pounds, 4 ounces, 22 inches. Mom and Dad and Gus are doing well. Though they may not be shared out loud today, we know there are many other joys and sorrows that remain on our minds and in our hearts. Let us pause now for a moment of prayer and meditation. Spirit of life and love, what a joy it is today to celebrate our animal companions, those who make up our non-human family. And what a joy it is to be in a religious community that recognizes and celebrates the importance of these creatures in our lives. May the love we share with them remind us that all creation is bound together. May our gratitude for wagging tails and gentle purrs and for feathered songs and curious eyes deepen our reverence for every being. And may our hearts stretch wide by these bonds, open even further. May we embrace our human family near and far, and the whole fragile, beautiful world we share. Bless the creatures in our homes, the people in this congregation, the communities we serve, and the earth that sustains us all. In the spirit of love that connects every living thing, we say, blessed be, and amen.
Spirit of God, come
we don't have pictures today, but we do have a story. And so I would like to invite anybody who would like to come forward for the story to come and do so. You don't have to, but you can. Hello. It is good to see everybody today. New faces and old ones. So I want to tell you about a man who's known as Saint Francis. If you've heard of Saint Francis, raise your hand. Okay, excellent. All right, well, in October, a lot of people celebrate the life of Saint Francis, and he was a kind man who lived in Italy a long, long time ago. He grew up in a rich family, but came to believe that a lot of things are more important than money. Wise man. He decided to live a simple and holy life as a poor man who helped people. But he loved animals very, very, very much. He knew that even the scary animals like lions or wolves or bears were important to the God that Francis prayed to. Sometimes Francis even talked to the animals like they were his friends, kind of like Dr. Dolittle. Has anybody heard of Dr. Dolittle? A couple of people. One time, Francis came to a town called Gubbio. The people in Gubbio had a huge problem. A big hungry wolf was eating their sheep and their chickens, and he even killed a few people. Not so great. Everyone was really scared. The farmers worried about their animals, the parents were worried about their children, nobody went outside anymore. You can imagine why, right? Even the hunters were too afraid to go after the wolf. Only Francis wasn't scared. Somebody needs to help these people, he thought. I'm gonna go talk to this wolf. The people of Gubbio were really excited that Francis wanted to help them. So they offered him their best hunting weapons and sturdy shields to protect himself. But Francis wouldn't take any of them. The wolf is not my enemy, he said softly. I don't want to hurt him. I'm just going to have to trust the wolf and myself and the God that I pray to, who I believe created us both. So, a woman led Francis to the cave where the wolf lived, and Francis went inside. He's pretty brave, isn't he? At first, the wolf was very angry that Francis had disrupted his peace. Who is this smelly weirdo? He thought to himself as he growled at Francis. He didn't even knock. Maybe I should make him my mid-morning snack. But as the wolf crept towards Francis, getting ready to pounce, the holy man suddenly started talking to him. The wolf was surprised at how gentle his voice sounded. Dear wolf, Francis said, I know I look tasty, but if you eat me, you're only going to get hungry again. Wouldn't it be better if you had food that lasted for the rest of your life? This sounded interesting. The wolf sat down and perked up his ears. When Francis saw that he had the wolf's attention, he kept talking. I'm here to tell you about the people of Gubbio, he said. They're very nice folks, really. But if you eat all of their sheep, they will be hungry. And hungry people get cranky, just like hungry wolves. And think about the children. Everyone is so scared of you that they can't play outside anymore. Being inside all the time is really boring. Wolf kept listening. He wanted the people of Gubbio to have food and for their children to play outside. But he also needed to eat. What was he supposed to do? Francis thought about this problem too, and then he had an idea. Hey, Wolf, he said, you're so strong and brave that you would make a great protector for the village. If the people of Gubbio promise to feed you, will you promise to guard the village and keep them safe? Wolf thought this was a grand idea, and so he agreed. When the people of Gubbio heard about this plan, they thought maybe Francis was a little bit too optimistic. Could this mean, scary creature really be their protector? But when they saw how gentle Wolf and Francis were with each other, they started to warm up to the idea. The wolf had changed, and the people of Gubbio were ready to change too. They fed the wolf breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And in exchange, Wolf made sure that all the children in the village were safe. Wolf began to love the villagers, and the villagers began to love the wolf. And Wolf was never hungry again for the rest of his life. And now, after many stories like this, lots of people around the world celebrate St. Francis as the special saint for animals and for the environment. And on the first Sunday in October, people all over do animal blessings just like we are doing today. So if you wonder why we're doing an animal blessing today, it's because of St. Francis. Well, thank you to all of you who have joined me up here for this story. This is an all-ages service, and I know some of you brought pets, so you can stay up here or you can head back to your seats. But grown-ups who have kids in OWL, if you haven't already taken them back to the social hall, now is the perfect time to do that. And we're not going to sing the children out. We're just going to shift to what's next. In a minute. The story of St. Francis and the wolf reminds us that love can cross boundaries. Boundaries between fear and trust, between human and animal, between what we think we understand and what we are still learning to cherish. Here at UUI, we try to live that same spirit of compassion. Our volunteer pastoral care associates journey beside members of this congregation through life's changes, offering presence, listening, and love. Don't worry, Bodie, it'll be soon. And today we widen that circle of care to include another form of ministry, one that honors the deep bonds that we share with our animal companions. They, our animal companions, bring us joy and laughter and comfort and unconditional love. And when we lose them, the grief is real and profound. Today, we celebrate a ministry that acknowledges that truth, the ministry of UUI's very own pet chaplain, Joni Waymer. And I'd like to invite our pastoral care associates forward, Jeanette Miller, Maria Renner, and Colleen Russell, to come on up here with me as we welcome Joni Miller and honor her ministry. Our pastoral, Waymer, Did I say Miller? Oh, thank you, Joni Waymer. Come on up here behind me. Our pastoral care associates were commissioned last year to serve this congregation with compassion and confidentiality. They know what it means to accompany others through life's tender moments. Today, they help us welcome Joni as she joins this circle of care, extending its reach to all who grieve and celebrate or seek healing in relationship with their animal companions. So you, the three of you who have already been commissioned to this work of care, will you now welcome Joni Waymer, our pet chaplain, as partner in this shared ministry of compassion? If so, say we will. Excellent. And if we could get Joni on the screen. There she is. Hi, Joni. Joni, you have been through extensive training in this role and have been functioning in it already for years. Today is really just a formalization of the ministry that you already do and have been doing. How many of you have utilized Joni's services already for pets? A good number. Your ministry reminds us, Joni, that every bond of love, human or animal, is sacred. You offer presence when hearts are breaking. You remind us that grief for a beloved animal is holy, and that every life is worthy of reverence. Do you accept this call to serve as the volunteer pet chaplain to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Indianapolis, promising to offer your gifts with humility and tenderness and respect for all beings? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
And will you, the congregation and friends of this congregation, affirm your support for this volunteer ministry, promising to uphold Joni and the pastoral care associates with gratitude and trust to help make this a community where every kind of love is honored and every loss held with care? If so, please respond, we will. Nice job. Then, with deep joy and appreciation, we commission you, Joni Waymer, as pet chaplain of this congregation, and we reaffirm our gratitude for the pastoral care associates who share in this sacred work. May all your ministries remind us that compassion recognizes no boundaries and that the interdependent web of life of which we share is holy indeed. Thank you. Easy peasy. As we commission Joni to this ministry of care, we're reminded of how deeply our animal companions touch our lives. They greet us with joy and comfort when we're hurting, and sometimes carry us through seasons of life when we need them the most. And when their lives end, the love remains, and so does the grief. Part of honoring that love is remembering. This morning, we create a space to remember our beloved animal companions who have died. Their paw prints, hoof prints, and feather prints remain on our hearts, and we hold them in gratitude. In just a moment, I invite those of you who brought a picture or a collar or other memento to come forward and place it on the altar we have here, where together they will become a visible reminder of the love that never leaves us. Whether you have brought a memento or not, if you have a beloved companion you are remembering today, you are invited to light a candle. For those of us who are joining on Zoom, we invite you to hold up a picture or memento on screen and keep it there for a while, and we're going to put your pictures up in the sanctuary here so that we may see and remember with you. As we do this, I invite us to keep this a little bit quiet and sacred time, remembering that every picture and every story honors a beloved friend. In this circle of love, no companion is forgotten. Please come forward now. beloved companions, whatever remains of your spirits are at peace. As you were good. I apologize. My dog died last year at Christmas. So this is a little bit harder than usual. As you were good, that goodness will be your guardian always. As you were loved, that love will attend you forevermore. Blessed be, and amen. We have remembered those who have gone before, our beloved companions, whose spirits are now at peace and beyond all harm. May they frolic over the rainbow bridge. And now we turn our hearts towards those animal companions who share our lives today and those who will come to share them in the future. Each animal, each creature, each being is a unique and precious part of the great web of life. For those of you who are on Zoom, our UUI pet chaplain, Joni Waymer, newly commissioned, you may have been there, will be blessing your animals, pictures, and beloved stuffies. And for those of you who are in the sanctuary, I invite you to form one line down the center so that we can begin blessing your animal companions. If you need help, just wave your hand and our intrepid worship associate, Teresa Clancy, will be happy to assist you. And now, let the animals and their human companions come forth.
All right, everybody. I'm going to spotlight Joni, and Joni, you can take it away, if that sounds good.
Okay, thank you. For those of you who have animal companions with you, I can only see part of the gallery at a time. So I will go through, and if you have an animal companion to be blessed, please let me know. I'm going to start with Don. And Don, tell me the name of your animal companion and how old they are. So you can unmute yourselves.
I probably
That's
need
it.
to allow people to unmute. Sorry, I think I forgot to do
Okay,
that. There you go. People can unmute if they need to.
you can unmute now. Don.
So my companion is Theodore, and I have a photo which is hard to see in the light. And I have an actual Theodore who is in my lap. He's a church cat.
I see him.
Yeah.
And how old is Theodore?
Theodore's 12 years old.
Okay. Theodore, may your life be long and healthy and spent in loving companionship with your people. May you know no pain or loneliness, and may you be blessed. Nan? Nan, you want to unmute yourself?
There we go. This is Frisky. He's about 15 years old, the vet thinks. He's kind of getting to the end of his life and he's having a few problems, but we love him.
Oh, good. That's good. Yes, of course. Okay. Frisky, may your life be healthy and long and spent in loving companionship with your people. May you know no pain and no loneliness. Blessed be. May you be blessed.
Thank you.
Let me see if I can get the gallery here so I can see. Here we go. who would we have next?
My DJ's pretty fidgety and wants to leave.
If you could, whoever it is, I can't hear you.
My DJ.
Okay, let me.
I'm Jen.
Jen? Hi, Jen.
This is DJ, my kitty boy.
Uh-huh. And how old is he?
He's 2.
Okay. BJ. BJ, may your life be long and healthy and spent in loving companionship with your people. May you know no pain and no loneliness. May you be blessed.
Thank you.
And if you don't have an animal with you, but you would like to, have a stuffy or anything like that you would bless in that animal's place, that's fine too. Anyone else?
I can go. This is Briar.
Hi, Briar.
These are
Those are your new kids,
these are my boys, David and Bowie.
David and
They're
Bowie.
about a year and 3 months old each.
Okay. David and Bowie, may your life be long and healthy and spent in loving companionship with your people. May you know no pain and no loneliness, and may you be blessed. Anyone else?
If that's it, I can resume our view of the sanctuary, but I'll give it another second just in case anybody wants to come forward.
Have we already done pets that have passed on?
No, we did that with the congregation.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But that's okay, no problem.
I'm trying to follow along. This is new for me.
No, that's fine. Let's just do a general
Okay.
blessing for all of the pets who have passed on.
Okay.
They no longer have any pain. They no longer have any fears. They no longer have anything but love. And may they carry your love for them and for the rest of eternity. And may you carry your love for them as their love for you in your hearts forever. And we all share this, pretty much, we all share this experience of having lost a loving companion. And may they be blessed. And may you be blessed in your grief and your love, because all grief is a sign of love. May you be blessed. Blessed be. We would be finished now, Nick.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Joni. I'll bring back the Zoom audio and we'll move the camera so everyone can see what's going on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you all for sharing your animal companions today, the ones that have brought you joy through the years, the ones you are anticipating bringing you joy for long into the future. They have such a special place in our hearts, don't they? Thank you.
If I could talk to the animals, just imagine it, chatting to a chimp and chimpanzee. Imagine talking to a tiger, chatting to a cheetah. What a neat achievement that would be. If we could talk to the animals, learn their languages, maybe take an animal degree. I'd study elephant and eagle, buffalo and beagle, alligator, guinea pig, and flea. I could converse in polar bear and python, and I would curse in fluent kangaroo. Got my people ask me, can you speak rhinoceros? I'd say, of course it is. Can't you? I confer with our furry friends, man to animal, think of all the amazing repartee. If I could walk with the animals, talk with the animals, grunt and squeak and squawk with the animals, and they could talk to me. If I consulted with quadrupeds, think what fun we'd have asking over crocodiles for tea. Or maybe lunch with 2 or 3 lions, walruses and sea lions. What a lovely place the world would be. If I spoke slang to orangutans, the advantages any fool on earth could plainly see. Discussing Eastern art and dramas with intellectual llamas. That's a big step forward, you'll agree. I learned to speak in antelope and turtle. My Pekingese would be extremely good. If I were asked to sing in hippopotamus, I'd say why notamus and would. If I could parlay with pachyderms, it's a fairy tale worthy of an Anderson or Grimm. A man who walks with the animals, talks with the animals, grunts and squeaks and squawks with the animals, and they can talk to him. Study every living creature's language, so I can speak to all of them on sight. If friends say, can he talk in crab or pelican? You'd say like Elican, and you'd be right. If I could stop and think a bit, there's no doubt of it, I will have a place in history. For I can talk with the cats and dogs, walk with the toads and frogs, grunt and squeak and squawk with the pigs and hogs, and they can squeak and squawk and speak and talk to me.
That was fabulous. Thank you. Every month, every month, UUI gives half of the Sunday collection to a cause chosen by our Social Justice Committee, now called the Faith in Action Ministry. October's Share the Plate is the Church of the Larger Fellowship, the CLF. The CLF is a Unitarian Universalist congregation without walls, reaching people around the world through online worship, small groups, publications, and ministries of care. One of their most vital ministries is Worthy Now, serving nearly 2,000 UU members experiencing incarceration. Through shared worship, newsletters, and community support, Worthy Now helps incarcerated UUs connect with their faith and with each other. The CLF also nurtures Unitarian Universalists everywhere who long for connection beyond brick and mortar congregations. Your gift today supports this sacred work, helping the CLF grow and sustain ministries that reach those too often forgotten, and reminds us that what we focus on grows. To give using your smartphone, text the dollar amount and the word share to the phone number in the chat and bulletin, or visit uui.org. Here in the sanctuary, ushers will come around to collect donations. The offering will now be gratefully received. May it be joyfully given. Our closing words come from an American activist, farmer, essayist, novelist, and poet, one of my favorites, Wendell Berry, and it is his poem, The Peace of Wild Things. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound in fear of my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free.
Please rise in body or in spirit as we join together in singing Doxology by Reverend Laura Kim Joyner.
Please join me in our challenge extinguishing words, which are on the screen. Now we extinguish the flame of our chalice, but not the light of understanding, the warmth of compassion, or the fire of commitment. Let us keep those with us until we meet again. Go in peace.